Just helped myself to some nice stuff. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice and lovely stuff. Oh, such nice, lovely stuff. Yeah, it's just been one of those days. One of those days. Alright. Right, just making sure everything's in top shape. Just working away here in the darkness of the night. In fact, is it still yeah, it's still. Oh wait, I think there might be still be a wee bit snow because this has been a surprisingly cold greeting of spring. Surprisingly cold. There's been a storm and travel arrangements have had to be cancelled due to the nature of the storm. I mean, we Scots can handle it. We'll go to Scotland. Yeah, I'm still surprisingly cold. And in the midst of that, I myself have caught a cold, which is why my voice might sound a bit huskier and why I may not be so as bouncy as I usually am. I had a bit of a rough week this week. I was in the midst of like calling somebody, and it's just as well my gym tutor delayed our next gym session for next week because what happened this past week was that I was calling somebody. I was multitasking at the same time. I was holding something tight with my right arm. I can't exactly remember what it was. I was doing something to do with a dishwasher or something. But basically, I was overusing that. Then I felt this pain at like my backside going, ooh, ah. So I kind of stopped doing it. I had to rearrange things gently. Nothing came of that. But then the next day, I was minding my own business. Didn't seem to be doing anything absolutely extreme. Then all of a sudden, what's the word? There was a certain word. It's left my mind. What was that word again? Twang. Yes. Then all of a sudden, twang. Oh! I just felt this sore muscle, like a sore muscle, like right at the back of my right shoulder blade, probably near the bottom. Basically, the kind of muscle where I couldn't take a deep breath because that uses that specific muscle. That's how much it hurt. So I had to go easy on myself, take gentle breaths, and be rather careful. And you know what the most embarrassing part of this story is? I completely forgot that I had. I completely forgot that I had a soothing cream the entire time. Are you guys hearing me all right? Is my mic working? I'm just gonna check. Hang on a minute. Can you guys hear me all right, or not? Just gonna check something real quick. Okay, that's working. Right. Yep, it's working. Right, I was just double checking. So yeah. Anyway, the most embarrassing part of that story I mentioned was that I completely forgot that I had soothing cream that's used for like muscles and stuff like that. But it's good to get more, you know. Anyway, here I am, just keeping cozy. And I was gonna like film more stuff, but due to the cold that I have, you know, with like the coughing, having to blow my nose, and other stuff like that, I just said to myself, Callum, give yourself a break. That sounds rather counterintuitive to my line of work because I'm all up. I'm the kind of person who needs activity, and there's never a dull moment with me. Every other moment, like, oh, there's a creative project you need to work on. Oh, you should pass the time by going out for a run, go to the gym, or oh, there's chores that need to be done around the house. Like go, go, go. Oh, you need to read the Bible. Oh, you should probably read this book, or oh, just take a moment to sit in the quiet. But day by day, I have to learn that there's gonna be things outside of my control. You know, the whole Kierkegaardian leap of faith. It's some even after taking that leap to heal your mental pain, you still have to keep learning that leap, just so that you're not such a control freak. It's humbling stuff. It's honestly very humbling stuff. Right. Anyway, I am editing this one video right now, and I am uploading a particularly long video as we speak through this. You guys won't be able to hear. I mean, I could share what I'm working with you, but we got several news to talk about. If people are willing to hop up, I'm probably just gonna, spill the beans, as it were. Anyway, this is Peach. The movie ought to be called the Super Peach Galaxy movie. But hey, that name probably wouldn't go well with the brand recognition now, would it? Alright, so just gonna put that bit of the video there. Alright. Just so you people are informed, I'm just editing my video review for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It'd be fun to talk about it with you if any of you have seen it. I mean, there's quite a lot to talk about it. Not that it's the best movie you'll ever see. No, that's. Yep, there's the cold. There's the cold. Just taking it easy. Take it easy. And just take the time to be reminiscent, like an Andrei Tarkovsky movie. Been learning about Andrei Tarkovsky as of late. I really need to get to watching more of his movies when I get the chance. He's such a revolutionary filmmaker, he was. Mean by the less girl bossiness. Mean by the less. What I mean by the less girl bossiness in this movie. Do I really need that bit in there? Might as well just put in the text of like, just because why not? Fang, because why not? That'd be funny. Yeah, let's just add that in. Just in this video where I'm talking about an entirely different franchise, I just have this one obscure character from another franchise. That's funny. Fang, because why not? Laughter really is the best medicine. You know, sometimes when I'm by myself and I just feel just awful. Sometimes just taking time to slow down, listening to soothing music, and then occasionally just putting on something funny, that usually helps. Usually. But you need something foundational to get you through the rest, you see. Have more usefulness in the specific narrative this time. All right. Okay, that will help to clarify things. I'm sure my audience will understand. Thinking about the video I'm editing. Should probably speed up the text there, yeah. Same with that one. This time, but my days. Yep, seems about right. So far, so good. Might as well not keep you all waiting. Might as well start with some interesting news for those of you who joined the live stream. Let's talk about this new Lord of the Rings game for starters. Just because that's a thing that's catching my attention, if you ask me, for the time being. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Right, so. New Lord of the Rings game. I heard it's going to be an RPG of some kind. A new Lord of the Rings game is understood to be in the works with its aim to rival the success of Hogwarts Legacy. Holy moly. The Lord of the Rings games have been going on for decades. There have been loads of different entries in the past, such as the iconic Return of the King 2003. Yep, that was back when EA Games actually had a soul. MMORPG, Lord of the Rings Online 2007, and more. I've still yet to play that myself. And more recently, the Middle-earth games in the 2010s. There arguably hasn't been a good Lord of the Rings game since Middle-earth Shadow of War, released 2017. Good grief, that game is nearly a decade old. I mean, I heard people liked Tales of the Shire, charming enough, but the less said about Lord of the Rings Gollum, the better. Honestly, there's a lot of potential for video game adaptations of Middle-earth. I really enjoyed my time playing Shadow of Mordor, just the Arkham City style in Middle-earth with advanced AI. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. In September last year, Insider Gamer reported, you can tell the cold's really gotten to me. Although, one benefit of having a cold is that you get to impersonate Spike Spiegel better. New Lord of the Rings game is in the works and have been for some time. Its sources claim the game will be a third-person action title that's designed to compete with Hogwarts Legacy in a way. It added the game will be at least partially funded by the Abu Dhabi Investment Office, ADIO, okay, with a number of further parties involved, including studios Embracer, Revenge, and others. Embracer, Revenge, and others. Let me just do some research as to who those studios are exactly. Oh, my days, this cold. Embracer Game Studio. What games have they made? Formerly Nordic Games, licensing AB and THQ Nordic AB is a Swedish video game and media holding company based in Karlstad. Oh, wait, I think I've heard of this group before. Let's see, what else is there? Okay, there's Revenge Game Studio. Let me type that in. Vengeance belongs to the Lord only. Revenge Game Studio. Renegade Game Studios. Is that the same thing? Revenge Studios, full support for Ukraine and their brave defenders. Okay. Sorry. And others. Okay, so let's see. Embracer Group. What games have they made? Nordic Games. On 22nd of April 2024, Embracer Group announced its intention to transform 3 standalone publicly listed entities within the next 2 years. A board game segment under they make board games. That's right, an indie game segment, and a segment to manage its library of licensed intellectual properties, including that of Tolkien's Middle Earth under Fellowship Entertainment. Nice. All right. Hopefully they can use them well. Okay, they seem to be just some production collaborator to help publish games rather than the people who make the games. But I'm not an expert on that, so don't quote me on that. Um, I'm trying to find out what games that they actually worked on. Let's see. Let's see. Production portfolio. Oh, according to this website, ahaha. Okay, I think I found it. So apparently they've been working on Embracer Studios had been working on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Um, assuming that Renegade Game Studios is the same as that aforementioned Revenge Studios in named in the article. Let's see. They worked on Vampire the Masquerade. They worked on a few My Little Pony games. Let's see. Axis and Allies, Kids on Bikes, Diplomacy, Risk, Robo Rally, Risk God Storm, Trajan, Hero Escape. Okay, right. Um, Embracer Studio seems to have made, let's see, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Tomb Raider, The Legacy of Atlantis, Dead Island 2, Metro Exodus, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Wreckfest 2, Biomutant, Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite, Darksiders 3, the Hellboy game. What the heck? They helped to publish a deluxe edition of Berserk? How? And of course, they're working on Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle Earth. Various stories. Nice looking logos. It's like a Hobbit alongside some dark character, presumably Sauron. Um, anyway, back to this. At the time, Embracer said, as a general rule, we do not comment on rumors or speculation, and Revenge declined to comment on rumor and speculation too. A new Lord of the Rings game has not yet been officially confirmed. There's no indication of a release date. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So, really cool, exciting stuff. I'd be very curious to see that new game. I need to get back to the Mines of Moria. Oh, yes. Might as well research that other topic I was going to bring up. Yeah, that. Right, just to be prepared in advance. All right, what other news are there? Oh dear, dropped that. I dropped my piece of paper where I write down things. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those nights. All right, back to editing this, I suppose. Yes. Feel free to comment. I can see there's a few people watching. It's time to be meditative on this this kind of evening, given the nature of just the most crucial part in all of history.
Peach is so OP. Like, why isn't the movie about her? The movie is named after my girl bossiness. In this movie is the fact that Mario and Luigi have more usefulness in the specific narrative this time. But my days. My days.
Okay, and then shorten that bit.
Peach is so OP. Like, why isn't the movie about her?
I suppose on another topic, multitasking word. All right, other news I should probably mention. Let's see. Vince Vaughn has recently been calling out lackluster comedy over at Hollywood. Yeah. Vince Vaughn, a comedic actor, played a brilliant role in the Dodgeball movie. He's been saying that comedy hasn't really been living up to audience expectations as of late, because or surpassing audience expectations, to be more precise. But basically, modern comedy has been disappointing people, according to Vince Vaughn, because they're afraid of taking risks. They're afraid of offending people. We're living in a day and age where people have been increasingly afraid of offending anybody and everyone. When in reality, if you try to please everyone, you ultimately please no one, and you become a hollow form of yourself. Yeah, we need to get back to like the good old comedy days, like Monty Python, man. We need to get back to Monty Python. Wonder what the Monty Python crew's doing these days. Maybe Brave Sir Lancelot is saving girls from child marriage or something. I wonder what bravely bold Sir Robin is doing. Is he bravely running away? Bravely ran away, away. I didn't. Let's see. Yes. Oh yes. I suppose going back to Lord of the Rings, the hunt for Gollum has been delayed. Thank God for that. We don't want a rushed project. We want a fulfilling project. Hopefully, the movie will be of good quality. Hopefully. And pardon me. And yes, I did hear about the unfortunate news about Stephen Colbert making a sequel to Lord of the Rings. I should probably elaborate more on this in another video. I was gonna have this energetic rant about it, but due to my cold, I'm not gonna bother with that. But needless to say, yeah, I'm not very happy about it. Stephen Colbert is not the right person. Oh, but he's a fan. Yeah, being a fan is not the same as being a competent writer. And if you're gonna make a sequel about Lord of the Rings, you've already misunderstood the source material. Yes, it is true that Tolkien originally was planning to make a sequel, but he didn't go through with the idea because he felt that it would just ruin that sense of finality to the ending of The Return of the King. He also felt that his sequel idea was way too bleak for such a victorious ending in The Return of the King. That's another reason why Tolkien didn't go through with the sequel idea. So just the mere concept of someone thinking that it's going to be a good idea to make a sequel, and then according to an initial plot description that people managed to find, it's that it's going to focus on the hobbits like years after Frodo and Gandalf left, and they're gonna like reminisce on a forgotten portion of the quest, which is essentially the Tom Bombadil segment of the Fellowship of the Ring, which I'm just going to be bluntly honest is the weakest segment of the Fellowship of the Ring book. And what's more, the plot description says that Samwise Gamgee's daughter is going to find out a crucial secret. Samwise Gamgee's daughter, eh? I mean, high chances are the movie is actually going to be about Samwise Gamgee's daughter finding out that toxic masculinity was to blame all along, or something like that. These woke narratives have just gotten so predictable at this point. It's like this is not going to work. But it's really not going to work. In fact, hang on a minute. I want to research something actually. Children of Samwise Gamgee. You had several children. Yeah, you had. Oh wow, Samwise Gamgee and his wife Rosie Cotton had 13 children, breaking the record for the largest Hobbit family in Australia. What can I say? Samwise had been through a lot and was a happy man by the time he got back. He values the family life. They were born between these years. All right, let's see. Gardner. Let's see. Eleanor the Fair married Fastred of Greenholm. Oh man. Frodo Gardner, named after Frodo Baggins. Rose Gardner. Mary Gardner and Pippin Gardner, named after Merry and Pippin. Hamfast Gardner, named after Sam's father, the Gaffer. And that's for me, old Gaffer! Right, so Samwise, I was just double checking to see if he had sons and daughters. Yes, he has sons and daughters. It'd be quite cool to see his sons and daughters working together. But of course, they have to place particular emphasis on the daughter. I mean, that by itself is not a bad idea, but here's the thing. It's being written by Stephen Colbert, who is not very subtle when it comes to talking about politics in his comedy shows. And he's going to write a story for the source material by an author who did not intend his work to be taken as allegorical. So they're going to butcher Tolkien's works just to favor pandering to the safe modern audience. It's going to be ruined. I know people are not optimistic for Hunt for Gollum. I'm curious to see that one, but I'm staying well away from that Stephen Colbert movie. Just way away from that. Like, there is a 1 in 10 chance that the Stephen Colbert movie will actually work. I highly doubt it will actually work. I'm just saying. Oh, Evan Prince is live. You know what? Might as well watch his live stream. Yeah, baby. You know what? Yeah, screw it. We're going to watch his live stream. I'm going to give you guys the link. Who knows? Maybe he's going to react to me or something. I highly doubt it. Right. Just give me a moment while I set it up. Okay. Oh man. I should also mention alright. Other news I should mention, yes, I'm aware about the Snape controversy regarding HBO Potter. I was gonna bring that up next, but I think that's a topic for another time. Or later on in the live stream, depending on the direction it goes. Other news I should mention: Starfleet Academy is cancelled, and there was much rejoicing. Yay! The Buffy reboot was cancelled. Some people are disappointed, my sister included, but honestly, a lot of people are relieved that did not get plagiarized. Andy Weir, the author of Project Hail Mary. Yes, I did get the book, and yes, I'm using a metal ruler as a bookmark. He recently did a live stream interview with Critical Drinker, and it was such an awesome interview. And the intolerant tolerant, the same people who got angry at John Davidson for his Tourette syndrome, and didn't have mercy on on him. Yeah, the same intolerant, self-proclaimed tolerant people. They have been attacking Andy Weir just because he appeared on the Critical Drinkers channel, and also because Andy Weir had been slamming Paramount Plus's interpretation of Star Trek, especially with Starfleet Academy. As Jeremy Jan said, every sci-fi takes inspiration from Star Trek, except for modern Star Trek. That is one of the best lines in Jeremy Jan's entire career. Other news I should go quickly. Chuck Norris has passed on. May he rest in paradise with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Sora AI has been defeated. Yes. The One Piece live action adaptation is going well. Let's see. Smiling Friends' last 2 episodes will be emerging in 8 days, or soon to be 7. Lately, there's been this Discord controversy about a photographic ID verification, and people have been rather cautious of that. But from what I've heard, that's been prevented, and from what I've heard, others say delayed. Hopefully that does not go through, and that they're working on better means of verification, from what I've heard. So I'll keep my Discord server up unless, something dodgy happens, and I'm looking to alternative means to get in contact with my community. Don't worry, I'm not going to delete my Discord server. I won't. I'll only do it if things get dodgy. It's sort of a better safe than sorry kind of thing. If you're in my Discord server, if you know, you know. Other things to mention. There are some videos I should mention in regards to certain things like that. But hello. Finally, someone joined us. Hello, happy Easter. God be with you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mention. I just presumed no one else was going to comment. I'm so sorry. Good to see you. God be with you. Nice. Let's see. Did I mention everything? Crimson Desert is had a mixed response upon release due to the control scheme, but it's doing fairly reasonably well. Good on South Korea once again. That seems to be all the major news that's mentioned. I can now just let that flop. No, what am I doing? Be a gentleman. That's better. By request of Baron von Boom Boom, I'm gonna look into Temple Grandin, this advocate for autism. Apparently, he's got a new documentary on Amazon, and I don't know anything about this guy. Autism rights activist from the USA. Right. Okay, so Mary Temple Grand. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a woman. I am so sorry. Oh, Callum, you moron. I'm so sorry. I thought Temple Grandin was. I am so sorry. I thought Temple Grandin was a man for some reason. She kind of looked like Christopher Walken. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay. Mary Temple Grandin is an American academic, inventor, and ethologist, prominent proponent of the humane treatment of livestock for slaughter. Okay. Author of more than 60 scientific papers on animal behavior. All right, that's her interest. Consult of the livestock industry, where she offers advice on animal behavior. All right, very good, very good, very cool. So her field is in animal science. Okay, cool. Um, and raising awareness of autism, I imagine. Let's see. Okay, so she's chosen to live a celibate life. Okay, her choice. Noted in her autobiographical. I'm reading Wikipedia. I know. Noted in her autobiographical works that autism affects every aspect of her life. I mean, it certainly influenced my life. I can tell for certain. Yeah. She has to wear comfortable clothes to counteract her sensory processing disorder. Okay, she probably has a very severe form of autism, and has structured her lifestyle to avoid sensory overload. She regularly takes antidepressants. Oh, poor soul. But no longer uses her squeeze machine. Oh, man. Stating in February 2010 that it broke 2 years ago and I never got around to fixing it. I'm into hugging people now. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Sometimes some doors close so that others can open. You know what I mean? Okay. Interesting. So, uh, okay, so she's got very severe autism. She's been raising awareness of it, and she specializes in animal science. Very cool. Cool. Um, all right, so that's a proper initial introduction to her. All right, that's all the news on my end. Might as well start watching Evan Prince's live stream. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh man. Oh man. I didn't know I'm still here. It's so funny. Yeah, yeah. That happens, mate. That happens. Let's see. All right. Time to pass the time with watching Evan Prince, because why not?
Filoni's going to do what Filoni's going to do.
Yep.
We'll see. This week has been difficult. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. It's been a really difficult week for me as well. What's been going
We're
on,
all going
brother?
to carry our cross.
Hopefully nothing too crazy or dramatic.
Sorry.
Surprised about that. And I found a new gym. I was going to go work out today, but I went in there and I was an hour past when they were staffed on Saturday. So I don't have a membership yet because I just moved. And I found a gym that I liked, and I went in there. I was like, "Good, I'm gonna get back on track. I'm gonna get back to lifting 5
Nice.
days a week."
Nice.
And I walked in there, no staff, because they're not staff. They're staffed from 9 to 1 on Saturday, and I was rolling up at like 2:12.
Ah.
You do what you can to accommodate those that depend on you. I've had to make do with less than perfect circumstances for the kids. It's good motivation to do better for them. Amen to that. It's one of the reasons I want to be live streaming more. My channel does better when I'm live streaming more consistently. Jedi Gamer says, my father passed away this past Tuesday. Oh, that's terrible, brother. That's hard, man. I'm sorry to hear that. There's not much you can do in a situation like that.
The
You just
grief
got to
never
try
really
to
goes
stay
away.
steady. You just got to try to think about what your father would want and keep moving forward. I'm really sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, brother. Glad to see you're still around. Hope all is well, Prince. We're making it, man. We're manifesting this year. We're actualizing. That's what 2026 is all about. So I want to go to the gym today, but it was fucking not staffed. I'm gonna have to head in there on Monday. And
Apologies
just
for the bad language in advance,
so I can
guys.
get back to going 5 days a week. But yeah, I want to be live streaming more. I'm actually planning on. I don't know if you guys know what school is. SKOOL. I'm planning to launch a school community / course type deal in a month or two. I've written most of the course, which is one of the things I've been grinding on for the past 2 months. Is setting this up, and I'm really excited about that. But because of that, I'm going to be going live.
It's cool.
On all my other platforms. I hope I'm gonna make a. I have a TikTok, but I don't use it. I'm gonna start using it more. I'm gonna start using my Instagram more. I'm gonna start using my Twitter account more, which I deleted for a while and then I just got back. So I'm gonna try to go live for like 30 minutes to an hour every single day on a different platform. I have a schedule for it. So if you guys want to hop in and hang out on different platforms, let me go get my WIP schedule here.
More outreach, just as I was
Please ignore
saying.
the echo. It's being taken into consideration and will be resolved.
Outreach, just as I've been saying with the whole Discord controversy thing previously.
Here we go.
I'll keep my Discord server up for the time being.
This is subject to change.
Alternative means too.
But I may be looking at streaming Instagram Monday, Twitter on Tuesday, Facebook on Wednesday, YouTube on Thursday,
as well,
TikTok on Friday. That might be what ends up happening. We're looking into it, and by we I mean me.
Of course, man. Of course.
Wife and I were on top of things, booked your kid for his braces, and then your car has decided to get a split in a seam, which sprayed coolant all over the alternator. And also, I need a new bat. Damn. That's a lot all at once, man. Every time you feel like you're getting a leg up, that's when something happens. Seems like every time that's how it plays out. So let's take a look at what that is. A split in a seam, which sprayed coolant all over the alternator. What your day is going to consist of? Working on your car. Well, did the coolant damage the alternator, or do you just need to? And you said it's a split in a seam in what? I imagine like the radiator. When you say coolant, are you talking about like antifreeze in the radiator? So was it a split in the radiator that sprayed? Are you saying it sprayed coolant onto your alternator? Now your alternator is destroyed too, and do you need a new radiator, alternator, and battery? What are we? What's the damage here? Okay, yeah, split in a seam on the radiator. Okay, I see that. All right, well, hey, I was right. I know car. I've had to do a lot of car work in my life. Cars are guaranteed to break as soon as things start turning around. Don't say that. Don't even say it. I condemn those words in the name of Jesus. You think you just need to pour the alternator out and clean it? Well, yeah, let's hope it's a simple fix like that. That'd be Kino. It's a bold strategy. Let's see. What a classic film.
I love that film.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't think. Well, you never know with cars. You look at them the wrong way, but I don't think antifreeze getting sprayed on the alternator.
Any questions? Yeah. Is this wrench training really necessary? Necessary?
We may.
Do you think it's necessary for me to drink my own urine?
I'm just hanging out for the most part right now.
No, but I do it anyway because it's savory and I like the taste.
In my library, we could play a little bit of Rivals, assuming there's not a 40 million gigabyte update. New radiator is going to be a bit of fun, dude. I've had to replace several radiators. It's not. What kind of car is it? Because depending on the car, a radiator replacement can either be a 30-minute job or a 3-hour job. Although I probably wouldn't even know anyway, because aren't you in Australia? I don't know what the hell you drive. I wouldn't know what it is. Somehow Helldivers doesn't need an update. Nor Halo Infinite. Damn, all my games seem to be up to date. That's
sweet.
That's fire. What about Marvel Rivals?
Uh,
Huh. We could play something.
nice.
I've been playing Expedition 33.
Oh yeah.
The biggest news is Doom: The Dark Age is being cracked despite 2025 de novo. Really? They cracked Dark Ages? Dude, anti-piracy measures are just a joke. Did I see the Jack and Dax reports to PC? Now you have to finish reviewing them. Nissan Extra. Are you? Is that a joke or? I
my
did.
days.
I did review
Sorry.
every single Jack and Daxter
Tickly
game.
nose. Tickly
There
nose.
is not a Jack and
cold.
Daxter game that doesn't have a video on my
Ah.
channel. I saw the port. I saw that Jack 3 is now playable
Getting my energy back.
on PC native. Because I did that with the first two. But I put out a video on Jack 3 in like July. And then I did Jack X and The Lost Frontier like right after that. And there's a full video compilation, man. Like there's no more for me to
When
review.
I started
I did
playing
them
the
all.
Jack and Daxter games, I've yet to beat the first.
Unless you're counting like that Sony fighting game
Darn
they put
it.
out. Look here.
Tickly
I'll show
nose.
you. Look at this right there. Almost 6 hours. It's every game in the saga right there. Boom,
There
boom,
you
boom.
have it. He's dedicated that way.
Fire. They released the ports after you reviewed them. For the third one they did. Are you saying I should go review the? Are you saying I should go review the Jack 3 PC port? Because I didn't review it when I did Jack 3. Because I reviewed the port in Jack 1 and 2, but no, I'm not. I don't think that would be a very fun video because I would just be like, here it's Jack 3. It looks better, runs native 1080, 60 FPS. That'd be it. There wouldn't be much for me to say, I don't think. Now I have bigger fish to fry this year than going back to Jack. I got a video on Black coming out later this month. I just finished cutting the audio for that today. Black for the PS2, the shooter. And I've got I'm thinking about doing the Sly Cooper games. Maybe. I know I'm moving more to like video essays, but I was outside walking my dog and I really did think to myself, man, maybe I should do videos on the Sly Cooper games. That sounds like a lot of fun. I love this game.
Sly Cooper, yeah.
Just saying they should have timed the ports around your review schedule better. I actually reached out to them about that.
Hey.
After I finished my Jack 2 video, I hopped in their Discord and I like sent a message or two and I was like, yo, what's going on with the Jack 3 port? You know, I'm just curious. And I didn't get it because they ignored my question, but I saw someone else ask a similar question, and the people who were doing the fans who were doing the PC port like lit him up. They were like, dude, this is a free port. We're working for free. It's going to be done when it's done. We don't owe anybody anything.
When it's done.
Fuck off. Enjoy the work we already did.
Sorry for the language.
And the guy was like, yo, I was just seeing. Fuck. So I backed off. I didn't say anything else. They didn't respond to me directly, and I was like, all right, I don't even want to talk to these people. And that was the main reason why I didn't really even talk about it in my Jack 3 video, because I gave them a lot of praise for the work they did in that Jack 1 and 2 video. But then when I was getting ready to do Jack 3, I hopped in the Discord and they were like being super hostile to people being like, yo, what's going on with Jack 3? Is that going to be out? And they were like really mean. You know, granted, I'm sure they got annoyed. It is free work. They're doing it out of passion. They don't owe anybody anything, but you know, it is what it is. I thought that was crazy. So I left that Discord and I just said, okay, that's Open Goal can do their thing. I wish them the best. Jack 1 and 2 ports have been out for years. Jack 3 just got released. Yeah, that's right. I used the PC ports for my Jack 1 and 2 videos. I'm only on the one act, but Expedition 33 is great. I'm still on Act 1 as well. I hope I'm going to be able to finish it this month, but for my Patreon review, I want to make it my backlog brief on Patreon, where I talk about Expedition 33, but we'll see what happens. Brace yourself. Where you been? What's up, Hammond? Welcome to the stream. I have been grinding, brother, for the last 2 or 3 months. for the last 3 or 4 months.
Like Sonic.
I've been working really hard for a client, doing a lot of video editing, doing a lot of what I would call shadow work, just because a lot of it I'm not going to get credited for, but I'm getting paid.
Oh, cool.
I can't really talk a lot about it. I'm under NDA, but it's a major YouTuber.
Oh.
But I'm working for him. I'm doing a lot of work for this guy. He's basically my client. And
wow.
that has taken up a bunch of my time. In addition
Holy.
to that, I've been reworking how I want to approach my channel. I've been changing things around. More video essays, less retrospectives. Although the retrospectives are still going to stick around, I think. But I'm figuring out how I want to do that. Also, I just moved. This is a new house. This is a new room. That's why I have an echo. I haven't been able to really set it up. I'm going to have to get some sound panels for the wall back here to resolve that. I've had a lot going on, and I've been working really hard putting together a course/community for school.com. It's not ready yet, but
school.com.
I'm gonna finish that and start
advertising
that to people who I think might be able to benefit from it. But yeah, a course/community on school.com. The attitude is pretty common around recomp, decomp communities. I know they're doing it for free, but they're the ones advertising and hyping them up. Yeah, for real. I don't know. That's hard. Like, that's when I get into situations like that, I just back away. Whenever I realize that maybe they're under a lot of stress or something, I just say, look, you guys do what you want to do. I don't have to be involved in this, you know.
If anything,
Fallon, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Essays on what then, if not games? No. I think I misspoke. It is still going to be about video games. I just mean essay topics about video. I'm not really interested in much else. I'm kind of a fucking loser in that regard.
Language. Sorry.
I mean, I'm interested in books. I'm interested in history. Honestly, I'm probably more interested in history than anything else, but I don't want to make content about history. I just like to consume it. And I like TV shows and movies, but the channel it's a gaming related channel. So it's still going to be essays about video games. But when I mean less retrospectives, more video essays, I mean essay topics. So that most recent video I did about Halo 3 isn't a retrospective. It's a video essay because I don't actually talk about Halo 3. I don't talk about the levels, the guns, the maps, the breakdown. It's literally just about the essay. It's about the topic. So, and the Syndicate video I did was also like that. That's the direction I want to move. I've always wanted to play the Sly Cooper games. I'm looking for the PS3 copy of all of them. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing retrospectives on those though. I don't know. They're on my mind. I like the Race Vic style Halo 3 video you did, but the algorithm seems to have hated it. Yeah, I don't know why that one didn't pick up. Whenever you change your style on YouTube, you just kind of got to buckle down and get ready to like re-earn what you have. And
they would go for like any like.
I kind of knew
or whatnot.
It was going to be like that, but I'm enjoying the new direction more. I'm a big fan of Race Vic. I'm a big fan of his style, of his videos, and other similar YouTubers like the Gamers channel with a V instead of an A. Gamers, I think.
Like Alpha or something.
There's a few others I watch that are in that style. They're more video essay. They're more dramatic. They take themselves more seriously. They less jokes, less comedy, less humor. I want to do more videos like that. But we're gonna see, because I'm not gonna only do videos like that. I'm still gonna do retrospectives. I'm still gonna do more like off the cuff stuff, because there's a couple of games I want to do videos on that I don't have time to write a script for. So in that regard, I would have to just write an outline and then riff on it for an hour. I've done videos like that before. My Advent Rising video was scriptless.
I do a lot of my videos scriptless.
My Advent Rising video was made with just an outline, and then I was riffing on it the whole time. So I've done it before, and I'm thinking about doing more games in that style, more videos in that style. So instead of doing retrospectives that are just breaking down a bunch of stuff, because a lot of these retrospectives, not just mine, like the overwhelming majority of video game retrospectives are just taking information off of like Wikipedia and websites and research, and then compiling it and reciting it in the video form. And I want to do more opinion-based stuff. So less so, here's the facts, and more so, here's what I think.
These are the facts. I am the prettiest unicorn.
So it's going to be, I think it's going to be kind of a process, but that's kind of what I want to do. Even with the one I'm doing right now, it's still kind of a mix, still kind of a blend. It's like
data sovereignty has never been more critical. Civo is the UK sovereign cloud and AI platform that frees you to build without limits. The freedom of public.
I recite some like
Oh,
information
we're behind,
about
actually.
do very well. I've had videos that haven't done well. And a lot of it, the overwhelming majority of it is going to come down to how good is your thumbnail, title, and hook. And that's something that I have been continuously learning and trying to get better at. And it's hard because like I knew my Jack 2 and 3 thumbnails were fire. And they got a lot of views. My Jack 2 and 3 video both have over 150,000 views because those thumbnails were really good. I'm very proud of those thumbnails. And they got people clicking. There's also, you have to take into account content as well. So I thought my Quake videos were going to get views. I put more work into my videos on Quake 1 and 2 than any other videos on the channel. And it's not close. It's not like, and then maybe this one. No, I put significantly more work into my Quake 1 and 2 videos than any other video on the channel. And they did not do nearly as well as I thought they were going to do. You just have to reckon with this reality. But that's one of the reasons why I'm trimming the content down to like 30-ish minutes on average, because it's going to allow me to change the way I do my thumbnails and titles and try to establish a smaller niche of people who know me for my content instead of who are clicking on for the video, if that makes sense. So like when Mandalore Gaming or Racefic uploads, it doesn't matter what game they're making. It doesn't matter what game they're talking about in their video. I'm gonna watch it. It could be anything. I mean, Mandalore Gaming did a video on Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. I would not watch a video on Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. I watched it because Mandalore makes good content. Same with Racevic. He could talk about pretty much anything, and I would click on it.
You can even make
That's
the phone
level
book
I'm trying to
entertaining.
be on. So there's a thing that video game YouTubers do to themselves that I did to myself, where we accidentally niche ourselves into people clicking on our content to learn about the game that we're talking about, rather than clicking on our content to see more from us as the creator. And that's what I'm trying to undo and turn around. Those long retrospectives would be gone regardless if you had to return to regular work. Yeah, that's the thing. If I had to go get like a regular 9 to 5, they would still be gone. The fact that I took on a client and I'm still self-employed, I'm just working as an independent contractor for another major YouTuber doing like editing work and shadow work and stuff, still allows me to live stream. It still allows me to write scripts and work on my own channel. If I had to get a regular 9 to 5, it'd just be over. Long before Baldur's Gate, 80s through the 90s, SSI made a game engine for first-person dungeon crawling with isometric combat. They released a bunch of games using that. I've never even heard of that, dog, but kind of sounds cool. I feel like that long-form video goes well when you have a comparatively unknown niche game. The novelty is a factor. Yes, but it's such a gamble. You may as well go to a casino and bet it all on black, because it takes like anywhere from 30 to 60 hours of work.
Time to play
make,
poker
an hour,
nights
30
again.
minute long video. That's good. That's well researched, well produced, with good audio, good editing. It takes a really long fucking time.
Language.
And
Sorry.
if you do it on a niche game nobody cares about, you could end up with 2 million views, or you can end up with 200. It's a big gamble, man. How are your fitness goals coming along? I'm closing in on your 6-pack. That's awesome.
Yes!
Afterthought 55
Woo!
is fucking sick. My fitness goals are coming along not great because I've been so busy for the last 3 months, and because I just moved across states, and because I'm locking in and trying to make money and planning to move again. Not great. I was going to go to the gym today because I've only lived in this new place for 3 days, I want to say. Maybe 3 days. But I only just got here. I found the gym I want to go to. I went over there, I looked at it, but I wasn't in fitness clothes, so I figured I'd go back. I went back today. I missed the staff timing by like an hour. Turns out on Saturdays, they're only staffed from 9 to 1, and I rolled in a little after 2. So I just had to turn around and leave. I'm going to have to go back in on Monday, get my membership, which comes with 24/7 access. So after that, I'm good. But then I gotta dial in and get back to lifting. I miss lifting. I wanted to go lift today. I'm feeling antsy, brother. I'm losing definition in
I've got my own
my
little
chest and my arms, man. I'm losing it. I got to get back into it.
I can feel
I was going to squat today,
the urge.
so
to get stronger.
I'm bummed out about that.
Oh,
I have not
I know
built
the
a solid
feeling,
set of
man.
squats in like
I
a
know
week
the
and a half to
feeling.
2 weeks. It's brutal. Have you seen that big Starfield mod where they changed the whole game to start? Yes, I have. I've been keeping up with it. It looks really cool. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it. Some YouTuber, I don't know who it was, but they did this big video like exposing that the mod creator used AI to make it. And I remember, I'm not going to, I don't know what all went into it, but I remember laughing, being like, do you see the size of this mod and the fact that it's like one guy doing it? You're shocked he's using AI. get over it, man. I have not really watched much Mahler content. I'm only aware of him as a creator.
Mahler is in Critical Drinkers.
Isn't he like kind of a, I guess you would call him a culture war tuber? I don't know that he is, but that's just kind of what I had thought was kind of the content he did. Was he was kind of like a culture war kind of YouTuber, which a lot of culture war YouTubers are video game content creators as well. They do kind of both. They make video game content through the lens of a perspective on the current culture war. And I don't really watch content like that, nor do I participate in it.
Sure.
It's just not really, my thing so
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
Majuler, not Mahler. I don't know who Majuler is. I thought that was a typo. I thought you meant Mahler. I didn't know Majuler was a YouTuber.
I've never heard of Majula.
I myself would have happily worked out, but you got a cold. Weightlifting and outdoor runs are still valid options, though. Hit the sauna if you have access to one. I don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't have access to a sauna, but I hear that works. Majuler is a beast, but feels like he really struck gold with his ultimate
spread
content.
my
Damn,
cold.
this sounds like I need to be watching this guy. Majuler.
But I don't want to spread my cold onto other people. Okay, it's the common cold. I get it. I mean, people need the common cold to boost their immune system. But, I'm trying to be polite. You don't exactly want someone to, touch equipment and go, hey, 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 all over the place. And I mean, you're cleaning everything down anyway, but just imagine, people, coming up to, the equipment you've been using, and then you just see someone going, hey, hey, hey. Hey, equipment's ready, you guys. No, you don't want to see that. You just want to get pumped. Man alive, I don't know. Even if I soothe the cold, okay, I guess I'll maybe go to the steam room and the sauna if it's quieter. If it's quieter. That would probably work better, I'd say, yeah.
Let me look up Majuler.
Majuler. My jeweler. My local jeweler. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Majular. Mostly long-form videos about RPGs and other old, weird, interesting games. Fenrir Lives. I feel like I don't know this guy, but I think I know Fenrir Lives on Twitter. Damn, his videos are doing very well, and these are long as fuck too. Yeah, I got to figure out what the formula is that these guys have dialed in on. Are you afraid of a Dark Seed series adventure? Got 1 million views. Fucking guy is killing it. He doesn't even have that many videos out. He has half the amount of videos I have out. That's all quality. That's all quality right there. I haven't seen it, but
Absolutely.
You don't get that much consistent. You don't get that many consistent views for being bad quality unless you're like a lol cow.
Brrr.
UB slop done. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Patrician is the king.
No
of
wonder
talking for
Claire
hours
Obscure
while
Expedition
saying almost
33
nothing.
exists.
So it's like podcast stuff. Patrician is. It's kind of like podcast stuff. I watch podcasts. I think everybody likes to put on podcasts in the background.
Oh yeah.
I watched all of his Oblivion video, and I think almost all of his 2 Skyrim videos. And the only part I remember from any of it was that he spent the first hour of his Either his Oblivion video or Skyrim video, or maybe both of them. I remember he spends the first hour justifying the length of the video itself. I don't remember anything else from those videos.
Yeah, it's
because they're background noise. I wasn't actually paying that much attention to what he was saying. I was working. And then occasionally, if I like stopped working for a second, my brain would kind of like
it makes for some
like weave in and listen to a little bit of what he was saying, be like, oh, that's an interesting little tidbit about Skyrim, and then it would weave back into my work. You don't watch patrician videos to learn. You watch patrician videos for background noise. Majuler made a 3-hour video on every RPG on the 3DO. Crazy entertaining. Damn, I gotta get on it. His Morrowind video was golden. Yeah, he made a good Morrowind video. The thing about that's the thing about that kind of length. You got to realize that you're choosing quantity over quality, at least to a degree. It's no secret. My friend Jular made the best Daggerfall video on.
Oh yeah, Jular.
And it's probably one of the best Elder Scrolls
Starfield
video essays on YouTube as well. And so when I watch an Elder Scrolls video, I kind of subconsciously compare it to the quality of Jular's Daggerfall video. Again, it's crazy that I do a podcast with Jular now. And he's like my boy. He's like my homie now, because I remember before I ever met him or worked with him, I watched that Daggerfall video like all the way through twice. And I was like, yo, this is just so good. But like that's the level of quality. You know what I'm saying? Majular makes incredible thumbnails. I was looking at his thumbnails. I'm surprised these do as well as they do, to be honest. They're kind of...
Shout out to Double A for my own thumbnails. Probably wouldn't have gotten as far as I did without him.
Well, so he has figured something out. You know, he's doing far better than me. I'm surprised that those thumbnails are performing as good as they are. That's all.
Hey, Evan, you're doing way better than I ever could right now. Give yourself credit.
Content creators I want to make content more similar to. Ahoy is one of them. Ahoy, Gamers, Racefic. But, you know, come to think of it, I need more niche stuff. I don't really have a niche. I have Star Wars. I have a lot of people who come to my channel for Star Wars content. That's my own doing, because I like Star Wars a lot. But like this Majular guy, like I kind of see a niche here. It's like old RPG style stuff. Well, no,
Dragon Ball as well.
There's a Tech War
And
video.
Quake.
There's a Vanquish video. All right, I don't get it. I don't really know what's going on.
And Quake and Jack and
He's figured something out. Whatever.
And NGS.
His Daggerfall video is next level. Yes, it is. Majular found a niche he is good at, and then does deep dive into the history and cultural context, and explores the games from a narrative and mechanic perspective, and has really good takes. Okay, yeah, fire. True. Do you listen to Bill Murray? Not anymore.
Bill Murray.
I listened to the first 2 Bill Murray records that he put out a while ago.
Bill Murray?
And I liked them, but I didn't love them. You know, I really only listened to Bill Murray because the songs were good and well produced, and because I was coming onto that as a former fan of Attack Attack and his work with Attack Attack. So I like Attack Attack more. But Bill Murray's fine. I haven't listened to any of the new stuff, just those first 2 albums. The thumbnails probably work because they are full of memes. That's probably true, but you know. And Dragon Ball and Quake and Jack and Daxter 007. Yeah, these aren't niches though. These are just series that I'm known for talking about. A niche would be like Civ 11, Boomer Shooters. See what I'm saying? That is his niche. I need to dial in, guys. Well, the problem is I have such, not to self-aggrandize, but I have such eclectic tastes. I like such a wide variety of things. I want to make videos about Manhunt and Dead Space. I also want to make videos about Sly Cooper and 007. So I screw myself. I am my own worst enemy. Because people will get on YouTube and be like, just make content you're passionate about, you know, do what you want.
Yeah.
That's not really true. You know, that's only true if the thing you're passionate about is both somewhat popular and has a passionate niche. Love his new stuff, but it's poppy. Not sure if you're into that. He just did a song with A Day to Remember. I saw that he did it. I didn't listen to it. I don't like A Day to Remember that much. I'm really into I'm into heavier stuff, to be honest with you. You know, I'm into
Heavy metal.
deathcore, metalcore.
Yep.
I don't really mess with like pop stuff. And a day
Yep.
to remember has always been a pop rock band with breakdowns. If we're being honest, you have eclectic taste too, and you're genuinely passionate about it. You're doing way better than me, dude. I'm not doing. I mean, I may have more subscribers and get more viewers than you right now, but comparatively to a lot of the other YouTubers doing what I do, I'm not doing that great. You know what I'm saying? You got to dial in your thumbnail game. I assume this is just what I've been told. I've been told I need to dial in my thumbnail game, my titling game, and get better at those things. So I assume that's what we all need to do.
Right.
I'm figuring out as I go. I'm in an industrial deathcore band. We just put out a new song called Extremist. It's our first song. It's a rework of an old song we did a long time ago. We rebranded. We remixed the song, changed a few things, but I just put out a new industrial deathcore track.
Nice.
So that's on Spotify.
All right.
I'll pull it up later.
Credit yourself for that much, at least. We're all learning.
But yeah, even now I'm just kind of I'm a little bit in survival mode on my channel. I felt very overwhelmed at the beginning, at the end of last year, at the beginning of this year. That Nightfire video, I think, burned me out so hard. I don't know what it was. I think I just put in a lot of hours all at once, really quick, with no rest or breaks or something. But finishing that Nightfire video was like pulling teeth. And by once I was done with that Nightfire video, I didn't even want to do YouTube anymore.
Good grief.
I was like, maybe I'll just go get a job on like an oil rig or something. You know what I'm saying? I was so burnt.
Maybe like meet Henry
think...
Cavill as Superman, who's like saving you from like the oil rig or something, like in Man of Steel.
That's what I've been doing. I did the video on Syndicate. I did a video on Outlast, but I was so displeased with how it turned out. It felt so rushed. I missed a lot, so I actually delisted that. I just
delist? Oh no!
I didn't want that to be up, but I did a Syndicate video. I did that Halo 3 video. I'm about to release a video on an old PS2 game called Black. Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know Black. I've seen that in the CE.
You started watching another channel based on Wing Commander and X-Wing content. He has very dry delivery, but he changed his style up, and I sort of fizzled out on it. It's amazing how minor tweaks can totally change a vibe. I know who you're talking about because I know exactly who you're talking about because like a year ago, I was like, maybe I should do a video on TIE Fighter. I think or X-Wing and X-Wing, the X-Wing TIE Fighter series, because I like to do a lot of Star Wars games. And I was looking up like content and stuff for research when I was just starting to like maybe toy with the idea. And I found he had like a 2.5-hour video on X-Wing and it was really good. And then I looked at his channel and I was like, okay, this is like his thing. And I just didn't do it. I was like, and also it had like just come out. It had been out for like a year, maybe a few months at the time. I don't know. But I remember seeing that video and being like, I'm not going to even try to do this right now. What would you say he changed about his delivery and style that changed the vibe enough for you to kind of fizzle out and not be interested in his content anymore? Because I kind of changed my style. Would you say the more serious dramatic is counterproductive, given my previous videos were more bombastic and I guess I'd say talky
show.
Girl bossy tropes, because that's catering to.
What's this? Somebody sent me something. Hang on.
I will say this in response to the girl bossiness.
So I'm not the only one who goes quiet when someone sends me something on the live stream. Glad to know. Oh man, it's cold. It's cold.
Can't wait for the Black video to come out. Amazing. Yeah, I love that.
Whether you're looking for lazy brunch days.
Game, dude. You planning on streaming more? Yes, streaming a lot more is something I want to do. Hang on, guys. I gotta listen to a voice message.
I'd best leave him to it. All right, so that's what's been happening with Evan in his life. Might as well give you a behind-the-scenes look as to my next project. Okay, so check it out. Behind-the-scenes editing. Just take out the unnecessary pauses. I do a lot of these videos unscripted, so, it's best to just, not waste time. Get straight to the point. That's a good thing about editing, you see. Certainly get a lot to think about, don't you? And yes, I did see it in 3D. Just give you a wee taste of what I'm up to behind the scenes. Still working on stuff, and speaking of working on stuff. Okay. Long video is about a good 18 minutes to go. Doesn't seem to be much more going on here. Don't think there's much more for me to tell you guys. I suppose I'd recommend you going to Evan Prince's server just to show him some love and appreciation, especially on a night like this. We all must endure. We've all got our cross to carry. Life's not going to be easy. There's challenge. But by the blood of the Lamb, we can overcome these things, you see. What are the odds? You know what? The thing you need to reflect on a night like this? It's the fact that you don't have to do any of this alone. You really don't. The world doesn't center around you. It really puts the pressure off when you think about it. Puts more of a focus on you improving yourself rather than trying to improve the world, eh? Because how can you have the audacity to say you're going to go out there and change the world if you can't even fix yourself, eh? There's something to think about. I know I had to learn that the hard way. I've been made anew. You know what I frequently say to people in my job? When they ask me, are you doing well? I say, yep, doing well, despite all odds. Yeah. Despite all odds. Right, where are the Yoshi sound effects? Did I just experience a flash? Maybe my light bulb's acting a bit funny.
You see,
Okay, I'm just gonna edit this. Remove the opacity. All right, you're gonna like this. I think I'll just end the live stream on this certain thing. Check this out. Okay, so let me just align this right so that I can nail this gag. Okay, so put that there. Nope, wrong bit. Okay, so that needs to go there. There we go. It's a good thing I recorded these videos before I got this cold. That's the advantage of recording things in advance, you see. All right. And now when you put it all together, it's going to go something like this.
Yoshi. Yoshi. Need I say more? It's Yoshi. Probably the cutest dinosaur in entertainment history, or one of the cutest dinosaurs in entertainment history.
oh, sorry, I forgot to... sorry, I forgot to share it. My bad. So, here is the scene without that.
Need to say more? It's Yoshi. Probably the cutest dinosaur in entertainment history, or one of the cutest dinosaurs in entertainment history.
And now...
Yoshi. Need I say more? It's Yoshi. Probably the cutest dinosaur in entertainment history, or one of the cutest dinosaurs in entertainment history.
There we go. I like that running gag of mine. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much more to share. Thank you all so much for bothering to join in. It's been a while, and I did look into Mary Temple Grandin. She seems like a pretty cool person. Clearly, she's made the most out of her circumstances. The thing is, just because we think differently, that doesn't negate our ability to choose certain courses. If anything, autism can really enhance your talent in certain fields, especially if you dedicate your time to focus. Glad she's made a difference in a very good way. Good for you, Mary Temple Grandin. Thank you for your contribution. And with that, yeah, I think I'm just going to end the live stream right here. Thank you all so much for joining in. Sorry, I'm not really in peak condition, but I said what I needed to say for now. And feel free to join my Discord server. There's something brand new being formed, not just the videos, but you'll see when you see it. Okay? Good night, everybody, and have a happy Easter. And always remember one thing. He is risen. He is risen, brothers, risen sisters. Bye-bye, everybody. Right. He's alive.